Hey, it's me, Lola. Today is a big day, and I want to take about 30 seconds to talk to you about unlocking your fullest potential. So listen to this. If you know that you have something that God has placed on the inside of you and you want to pull it all out, because I'm going to tell you how. So the first thing I want you to do, I know this is going to sound a little bit cliche, but just go with me. I want you to stop praying until something happens, and I want you to start praying until you listen. Listening is hearing God, but then it's also following through on what God is telling you to do. And that's what you've got to get to. God has all the answers. He knows about what's coming up for you in life. He planned your destiny even before he completed the universe. All of this stuff was done. So if he has all the answers, then it's like if you hear him and you follow through with what he's saying, then your fullest potential has got to happen. So what I want you to do is listen. Pray until you listen, right? And once you listen, follow through courageously on what God is telling you to do. And once you do this, you're going to see a domino effect begin to occur in your life, and where things are just going to fall into place by default. You won't have to have all of the answers at once. You just do the things that God is telling you step by step, piece by piece at a time, right? And you'll see things just fall into place. Dante and I had this dream, and I actually had the dream, but I say Dante and I because we're married, we're one unit. So we had this dream, and in the dream, I saw a bag of potting soil. And as the potting soil was open, dirt came out. Well, what do you know? That was supposed to happen, right? So dirt came out, but guess what else came out? Also in this bag, there were plants that were beginning to produce. That is not normal. That's totally unusual. I woke up from this dream, went on about my business, ended up coming back to it at some point. And when that happened, God breathed on me, paused me, stopped me in my tracks, and was like, before you can even plant, you're going to be producing. And when I say plant, I'm talking about taking steps and fulfilling the purpose, my fullest potential, our fullest potential, Dante and I, that he's called us to. So he's like, before you can even plant, you're already going to be producing. And guess what? I see that happening. I see that happening. And this is why he said it was going to happen for us. He said it was going to happen for us because we had been listening to him. And when he said listening to him, he didn't mean we were just hearing him. He meant that we were hearing him and responding to what he said in obedience. Even when it seemed crazy, even when it seemed risky, we were following through on what he said. And as a result, he responded. And the same thing will happen to you. You don't have to have all the answers figured out. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to have everything you need at one time. That will never happen. The only thing you need to do is pray until you start listening. And once you listen, courageously follow through on what he's saying. Sometimes we wait for life to push us into making decisions for ourselves because we're afraid. Because we don't want to take on the responsibility of, oh, I made that decision and things didn't come through, or things didn't happen the way I planned, or things didn't happen as quickly as I like. But God wants you to mature to the place of where you're no longer waiting for something to help you make a decision other than him. Where you're no longer waiting for, oh, I'll go out after this job in another profession if this person calls me and says that they're looking for someone. Where you're no longer waiting on that. Where you just say, okay, I feel like God told me to look for this other job over here in this profession, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to take the step and go after it. Do that. That's what he wants you to do. No more waiting on life to push you into making a decision. No more waiting on life to default you into making a decision. Step out on what God is telling you. That is the way to unlock your fullest potential. So here, I'll recap it for you again. I want you to stop praying until something happens, and I want you to start praying until you listen. And when you listen and you hear what God is saying, I want you to courageously go after what he's saying. Take the risk. Make those decisions. And if you make a mistake, we're all human. It happens. If you do that, then God's grace is there to catch you. I love what grace is. Grace it's this Greek word, it's charis, it's charis, but grace is the favor of God, but grace is also like this supernatural power of God. So God empowers you to do things. He does that, which is cool. But then if you mess up, guess what? His favor comes in and it helps you, or his favor comes in and helps you in areas that you're not able to do anything. So just know that you've got that covering you on all sides. So take the risk, make those strong decisions. Grace has got you. God is with you. If you want to unlock your fullest potential, then you've got to listen and do what he says. All right, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have the most amazing life. Bye.